Hi, my name is Brent Atwater and I'm the Animal Medium. Welcome to our weekly show. That's right. I talk with face-to-face and see deceased pet spirits. So we have lots of questions pertaining to that. We have questions about incarnation, animal healing, and animal communication techniques. That's what we do. If you have a question, send it in. You can put it in our group below. We'd love for you to join and listen to our discussions and participate in them. And if you'd like, you can send them via my website or Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram. We're all there, so you can find us. Now, today's question comes from Mary in Texas, and to me it's one of the most compelling heart questions we've had in a long time, especially during this holiday season. And I really hope that you'll take the time to consider what I have to say so that maybe it'll help heal your heart while you're feeling your greatest sadness and depression over pet loss during this session. And Mary's question is, when does the sadness ever end over a soul pet or a heart connected for a child? One more time. When does the sadness ever end over a heart connected pet, that special pet, or a soulmate for a child? The answer is never. You're going, what? Everybody tells you to grieve and get over it. No. I'm going to be the first one to tell you to grieve and move through it, to accept their living energy and start a completely new journey with their living energy. But let's deal with the human side first. First and foremost, on Earth, you're a human. Number two, your pet was a human. Your soul connected with your pet's soul. Grieving is a human emotion. And therefore, cry all you want. You're going to be crying 18 years later. My Mike passed away, and 18 years later, I still have little crying spells. But I know when he has those crying spells with me, that he's near. So a lot of times when you have a crying spell and you're just grieving beyond, it's because your pet's standing right beside you going, Mom, I'm here. And you and your soul can feel your pet's energy and their soul, and that's what activates the crying. But grieving is also very human, and it's something you want to do because we don't want to stop your grieving. We want to accelerate your awareness on the other side. So remember, as long as you're grieving, that's a human emotion. It's very real. Take all the time you want. But after your pets transition from their fursuit, move into a new journey with your pet that's a forever journey. Because with the fursuit, there's a finite time. Living, transfer out of the fursuit. Living, transfer out of the fursuit. But once they transfer out of the fursuit, you've got them forever as living energy from the other side. You can touch them, you can see them, you can feel them, you can smell them, you can hear them. And some of you might even have the gift that you can see them. Now, if you'd like to learn those techniques, in my book, After Death Signs, we have a whole section on techniques so that you, all by yourself in the quietness of your home, can sit and find and talk and feel and touch to Fluffy. We've also done videos below in the archives that show you how to touch and feel and talk to Fluffy. So you can get the book and you can also use the videos below, and between the two of them, you should be able to feel and touch and talk to Fluffy. Now, don't worry about not trusting yourself, because Fluffy is going to take care of everything. Be sure you say a protection prayer. That's even down there below too. And when you say a protection prayer, you'll only get Fluffy. And you can always say, Fluffy, is that you? And they'll answer you yes or no. So remember, grieving and the sadness you feel, that's human. It's forever. Why is it forever? Because they made a forever connection with you in your soul and in your heart. Let's say that again. Why will the grieving always be forever? The grieving will be a compartmentalized box in your soul and in your heart that is about the connection that you as a human had with their pet fursuit. So it'll always be there. There'll always be a little sadness and a little chunk of you, the human you, that goes, I miss my Fluffy. And you mean it. But what we're about to do is to let you have Fluffy forever. So you need to get over the speed bump of that little compartmentalized thing and realize the minute Fluffy transitions out of that fursuit, he's alive, he's well, he's rock on, let's be happy mom. And what he wants you to do is to get all the signs and go, Fluffy, talk to me today. I felt him lie down by me last night. You know, I heard him bark or purr in the middle of the night. He even bumped up against me like he used to. That's normal. So the speed bump is compartmentalize your human emotions, which has such a strong connection, it can never, ever, 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 ever be broken. And that same never, ever, 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 ever can be broken connection is what will always make you tear up and have a little bit of sadness, always. Now, on the other side of the speed bump of that, when you accept that your pet has transitioned into living energy on the other side, you've got them forever. And that forever connection becomes a living forever connection so that you can celebrate them. And then when you go in that little box and you think, I'm going to grieve, okay, allow yourself 10, 15 minutes to grieve. But know that that means they're close and they're bumping up against you to activate that grief. And then open that little heartfelt box more and pull out the joy and celebrate the love and all the wonderful things you share together. That's what the speed bump of grief is. Getting over the human forever sadness, which is locked in your memory. It's part of your path. It's part of your life's journey. But the reason that pet died, and the reason that pet was part of your life and such an emotionally significant part of your life, is because they came to open your awareness and evolve your soul to another sensitivity level of they're alive and well forever and always. So, when Fluffy dies and he transitions out of his fursuit, grieve like a human. Just go on and grieve like a human because you have a forever connection. And you'll have a forever sadness from the human side of that connection. But then jump over the little speed bump and realize that pet was sent as a forever connection to expand your awareness and to expand your sensitivity to feel them on the other side, touch them on the other side, smell them, hear them, receive their signs, and even be able to see them like I do. And that's why the death is so significant, because it's going to teach you to go over the speed bump of human limitations and learn that the forever connection that hurts and has pain in the human side of it, when you look at it spiritually, the soul is forever, so you have a forever connection with your pet. And it's just another journey because they're on the other side, you're here on earth, and you get to go do things forever and always for the rest of your being. And that's the little speed bump you have to go over. So does the sadness ever end as a human being? Nope. Just put it in a little box, jump over the speed bump, and realize the sadness can mean they're teaching you to evolve and see them and be with them as living beings on the other side. And a lot of times the sadness is activated because your energy is so sensitive to their soul that your heart feels their soul and it activates the human in you to cry. And then after you've done that, go, thank you, Fluffy, that we had such a connection that when you're around I can feel you, and as a human it makes me cry, but as a spiritual being, I know you're alive and well, and you just transitioned out of that old fursuit that didn't work anymore, or that old fin suit, or feathered suit, or puppy suit, or whatever it was. And thank you for expanding my awareness to know that you're alive and well. Because I sure did have fun talking to you last night. Gosh, thank you for the heart-shaped rocks. And you really did a good job on those clouds that looked like you the other day. And, you know, I could smell you, and I heard you shaking the dog bowl, and I heard you barking outside the door. And, yep, you were the one purring in my lap when all the other cats go ahead and sit and come up to me when I talked to them. So look. Change the forever sadness that's human and normal. Jump the speed bump and thank your pet for giving you the soul connection and heart connection to expand your mind and expand your soul into forever and always. And you'll never lose them because it's never-ending love and they're always there. Just ask them. Talk to them. They're alive and well. Thanks for listening. We'll look forward to seeing you next week. Subscribe. And we'll get new episodes to you as soon as we release them. I look forward to seeing you. Bye, bye, bye.